Welcome back, everyone. Ready to dive into some seriously cool stuff?
Always ready. What do we got?
Today, we're looking at advancements that could, just maybe, push us closer to that whole Type 1 civilization thing, harnessing the power of a whole planet.
Ah, ambitious. Love it. And I bet AI is going to play a big part in all that, right?
Got it. Artificial intelligence is already making waves in so many areas, it's mind-blowing.
I think what's really interesting is we always focus on the technology, but Type 1 is about so much more.
Right. It's not just about fancy gadgets.
Exactly. It's about resource management, global problem solving, how we approach things like healthcare and education, stuff like that.
And AI is right there on the front lines. Okay, so let's start with medicine. Personalized medicine. Have you heard about that?
Oh, yeah. It's not just a buzzword anymore, though. There's real stuff happening.
For real. There's this AI tool that analyzes your genetic and medical data.
To see how you specifically would respond to different medications.
Yeah.
Right?
It's incredible. It's like moving away from that one-size-fits-all approach.
Huge shift. Healthcare optimized for each individual. That's a real sign of advancement, don't you think?
Absolutely. And it's not just treatment. It's changing how we develop drugs, too.
Right. Think about AI simulating drug interactions with thousands of genetic makeups.
Whoa. So we could speed up clinical trials.
Potentially, yeah. Saving years of research and development.
Fewer side effects and faster drug development. Sign me up.
Me too. But hold on, we're just getting started. Let's bring it a little closer to home. Literally.
Closer to home. What do you mean?
Imagine fresh produce growing year-round right in the city.
In the city. How?
AI-powered vertical farms.
Whoa, what?
It's happening, and it's a perfect example of AI contributing to, well, a key trait of a Type 1 civilization.
Which is?
Sustainable resource management. These vertical farms, they use AI to fine-tune everything. Light, temperature, nutrients.
So like super efficient controlled environments to grow more food.
Exactly. Maximum growth, minimum waste.
I mean, that could totally change how cities look,
Yeah.
right? And how we get our food.
Totally. Imagine your local grocery store getting supplies from rooftop gardens.
That's so cool.
It's about moving away from those huge farms, the long transportation routes.
And towards a more localized, sustainable system.
Yeah. Less emissions, better food security for cities.
Okay, so healthcare, food. What about computing power? Gotta have that for a Type 1 civilization, right?
Oh, you bet. And get this. We're talking quantum computing.
Quantum computing, that's where things get kind of crazy, right?
Crazy awesome. We're talking AI running on computers that utilize the principles of quantum mechanics.
Okay, so break that down for me. What does that actually mean?
They can perform calculations at speeds that, well, normal computers just can't compare.
So AI that can tackle problems that would take us forever to solve.
More than forever. Things we thought were impossible. Decrypting complex codes, designing new materials, simulations to speed up scientific discoveries.
So it's not just about speed, it's about unlocking stuff we couldn't even dream of before.
Exactly. It's like giving AI a superpower.
Okay, I love that. Superpowered AI. Speaking of empowering, what about education?
Ah, yes. Access to knowledge, crucial for any civilization that wants to advance.
And I bet AI is shaking things up there too.
Absolutely. Imagine everyone, no matter where they are, no matter their background, they get personalized education.
Personalized, like tailored to them specifically.
Exactly. These AI platforms, they adapt to your pace, your language, your learning style.
Wow, like having your own personal tutor, available 24/7.
You got it. Guiding you through your education at your own speed.
That's incredible. That could bridge the digital divide, make education accessible to everyone.
For real, it could help address skill gaps too. Make advanced education available to anyone who wants it.
Okay, so we've got personalized medicine, urban farms, quantum computers, AI tutors. It's like we're seeing the pieces of a Type 1 civilization coming together right in front of us.
It is pretty amazing, isn't it? And we're just scratching the surface.
So where do we go from here? What does all this mean for our future?
Ah, the big questions. That's what we're here to explore. You know, as we talk about all this amazing stuff AI is doing, there's one area that's particularly fascinating to me.
What one?
Environmental monitoring and disaster prediction. Thinking about, a Type 1 civilization mastering our planet.
Right. It's not just about energy. It's about understanding and managing the planet's systems, even the unpredictable stuff.
Exactly. And that's where AI is proving incredibly useful. Think about all the data we have from satellites, weather stations, all that historical information. AI can analyze all that.
To predict things like hurricanes and earthquakes.
Even volcanic eruptions, and it's getting more accurate all the time.
Wow. So AI could actually help us prepare for disasters.
Big time. Imagine early warning systems powered by AI, giving us more time to evacuate, to reinforce buildings, to, well, ultimately save lives.
That's a game changer. It's like
Yeah.
instead of just reacting to disasters, we could be proactive.
Exactly. Building more resilient communities,
All right.
safeguarding our planet,
Yeah,
a defining characteristic of a Type 1 civilization, right?
totally. And it's not just about like natural disasters. AI can help us monitor the planet's health overall, right?
Oh, absolutely. Tracking deforestation, pollution levels, even predicting resource scarcity.
So it's like we're giving the planet a checkup, using AI to spot problems before they become major crises.
Yeah. And that's essential for ensuring long-term sustainability, a core principle of a Type 1 civilization.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've talked about AI predicting events on a global scale. But what about individual health? Back to that personalized medicine we were talking about earlier.
Right. Remember that AI tool analyzing your genetic and medical data? That's just the tip of the iceberg.
So there's more.
Imagine AI that analyzes your lifestyle, your environment, even your gut microbiome, creating personalized health recommendations.
Wait, really? Like AI telling you what to eat and how to exercise.
Even stress management techniques, optimizing your individual well-being.
Whoa, that's like having a virtual health coach that knows you better than you know yourself.
It's closer than you think. And this isn't just about preventing disease, it's about empowering people to take control of their health.
Right, it's a shift from reactive healthcare to proactive, making informed decisions based on, well, AI-powered insights.
Exactly. And that, again, ties back to the concept of a Type 1 civilization. Individuals with the knowledge and tools to live healthy, fulfilling lives.
Wow, it's really inspiring to think about all this potential. But I also wonder, as AI gets more sophisticated, what about jobs that might be displaced? How do we make sure everyone benefits?
That's a crucial question. As AI automates certain tasks, we need to focus on education and training programs, helping people develop the skills they need for this new job market.
So it's about adapting, right?
Yeah.
Not fearing the advancement of AI, but preparing for the new opportunities it creates.
You got it. Embracing lifelong learning, fostering creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, skills that are going to be essential in an AI-driven world.
Evolving alongside technology, not being replaced by it,
Right.
makes sense. But as AI keeps evolving, how do we ensure it benefits everyone, not just a select few?
Ah, yes. The ethical considerations. That's a huge part of this conversation. We need to ensure that AI systems are fair, transparent, and accountable.
Right, so it's not enough to just celebrate the cool stuff. We have to be mindful of the potential pitfalls.
Exactly. And work to mitigate them.
Okay, so what are some of the key ethical concerns we need to keep in mind?
Well, bias in AI algorithms is a big one. If the data used to train these algorithms reflects existing societal biases, well, they can perpetuate and even amplify those biases.
Leading to unfair discriminatory outcomes. That's definitely something we need to watch out for.
Absolutely. We need to be vigilant about identifying and mitigating bias at every stage. Data collection, algorithm design, system deployment, the whole nine yards.
So building AI systems that are fair and just, reflecting the values of, well, truly advanced civilization. What else?
Transparency and accountability are also crucial. As AI gets more complex and autonomous, we need to understand how it makes decisions and have mechanisms in place to hold them accountable.
So we can't just blindly trust these systems. We need transparency.
Exactly. We need to be able to audit them, understand their decision-making processes, and intervene if necessary. It's about building trust.
Right, making sure AI remains a tool that serves humanity. Transparency and accountability. Got it. Anything else?
Privacy. As AI systems gather more and more data, we need strong safeguards in place to protect individual privacy.
That's huge. AI can't come at the expense of our fundamental rights.
Absolutely. It's a delicate balance, leveraging data to improve our lives while protecting individual freedoms.
So a lot to think about. It's clear that as we move towards a future powered by AI, we need to be really thoughtful about how we develop and deploy this technology.
I agree. The ethical considerations are just as important as the advancements themselves, making sure AI is used responsibly and ethically, benefiting all of humanity.
Okay, so let's recap. We explored the incredible potential of AI, revolutionizing healthcare, agriculture, predicting natural disasters, even that mind-blowing quantum computing stuff.
And we've talked about the ethical considerations, the things we need to be mindful of as AI becomes more integrated into our lives.
It's clear that AI has the potential to really push us forward, to help us solve some of humanity's biggest challenges. maybe even achieve that Type 1 civilization status.
It does feel like we're on the cusp of something truly remarkable. But it's important to remember the future isn't set in stone. It's something we're actively shaping.
That's a great point. This isn't just happening to us. We have a role to play.
Exactly. And that's what makes this conversation so important.
It's an exciting time to be alive, that's for sure. But also a time for careful consideration. That's a lot to take in, right? All this potential, all these challenges. Feels like we're at a crossroads.
Yeah, I get that. It's kind of a balancing act, but that's how it is with any big technological leap, isn't it?
I guess so. Like, think about the printing press or electricity. Those changed everything.
Exactly, and they came with their own anxieties, their own, well, growing pains.
Right. But like this time, with AI, we have the benefit of hindsight. We can maybe learn from the past.
I hope so. Be more intentional about the future we're creating, and that means understanding how AI and humans, how we all work together.
Yeah. It's not about replacing humans. It's about, like, what? Augmenting. Working in synergy, all that.
Exactly, and I think we're already seeing that shift happening. Think about all those repetitive tasks that are getting automated.
Freeing up humans to do the more creative stuff.
The strategic thinking, the
Yeah.
problem solving. Yeah. Imagine like AI assistants helping doctors make diagnoses,
Yeah.
architects using AI to design more sustainable buildings.
Oh, I like that. Teachers using it to create, like, custom learning plans for each student.
Exactly. Unlocking a whole new level of creativity and innovation.
And maybe helping us tackle some of those huge problems we're facing. Climate change, poverty.
Disease. Imagine AI helping us develop clean energy solutions, figuring out better ways to use resources.
It's like a new renaissance, fueled by AI. But like we talked about, there's got to be that ethical side too.
Always. We can't forget that.
So as we move forward into this new era, what are the big things we should keep in mind?
Well, ensuring that AI benefits everyone, not just a small group, that's huge. We have to watch out for those biases and algorithms.
Make sure the AI we build is fair, inclusive, everyone has access.
Right. We don't want a future where only a few people benefit. And then there's transparency and accountability.
Right, that came up before.
Yeah.
Why is that so important?
Well, as these systems get more complex, more powerful, we need to be able to understand how they work. And if something goes wrong, there needs to be a way to address it.
So it's about trust. Knowing how AI is making decisions, being able to hold it accountable.
Exactly. That's how we ensure it stays a force for good. And of course, privacy.
Right, can't forget that. All this data AI uses, we got to protect people's privacy.
Absolutely. Finding that balance. Using data to make things better without compromising individual freedoms.
It's a lot to figure out, but it's so important. We really are shaping the future here.
We are. And at the end of the day, we have to remember AI is a tool. It can be used in so many ways, good or bad.
It's up to us to decide what kind of future we build with it.
That's what this whole deep dive has been about, right? Understanding the potential, being aware of the risks, making conscious choices.
Wow, yeah. I'm definitely walking away from this with a lot to think about.
Me too. And I hope everyone listening is as well.
It's been an amazing journey. AI pushing us toward Type 1 civilization, personalized medicine, quantum computing. Who knows what's next?
And the ethical considerations, those are going to keep evolving too. It's a conversation we need to keep having.
For sure. Well, that about wraps it up for this deep dive, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And remember, the future is out there, waiting for us to shape it.